Hello and welcome, everybody. And thank you for joining me on the Sunday Reset. So, my name is Mary June Tracy, and I welcome you to come sit with me. I help women in midlife reclaim their intuition, voice, and direction through astrology, ritual, and modern crone wisdom. And that's me because I'm a crone. So I like it if you'd come and sit with me, join me, grab your coffee, your tea, your water, and let's get together and come to a Sunday reset. And the Sunday reset is a time to just get together and breathe, right? And I'd also like to say happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers that are here and all around. Um, so this day is a beautiful integration point for our Sunday because it takes us out of the doom scrolling and bring you back into consciousness, into a choice, into a grounded living, frequency, and real life embodiment. And that's what I feel is needed at this time. And I feel a lot of people are feeling fear, and I want to bring in presence, noise to connection, collapse to creation, and reacting versus consciously building, your life. So we want you to be present within the world that you are in. So we're going to begin, and let's begin with an opening prayer. So let's gather together. And just take a deep breath and just be here and just let yourself arrive here for a moment. All right. From all the craziness or all the thoughts, everything that's going on, just let it go. Let it go. Yes. Yes. Mm. All right. So much is moving in the world right now. So much noise, so much intensity, and so many opinions. And today we ask for clarity, not fear, not confusion, and not panic, but clarity. Help us return to what is real. Help us stay grounded in our bodies, our hearts, our values. Help us remember feed, that we feed and grow. So whatever we put our energy into, whatever we feed our energy into, it grows. And may we feed peace, truth, presence, and conscious creation. Help us move through these changing times with wisdom instead of fear. And may we remember we are not powerless. So it is. Amen. Oh, welcome. Whew. Yeah. So today I was listening to some fascinating astrological perspective and wanting to put this perspective for you this week about a rare alignment happening now and into 2027. Pluto, we know, is in Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini, and Neptune in Aries. And the message wasn't really about fear. These planets are the outer planets, they're the subconscious, and it's about choice. And the message wasn't, it's about what kind of future are we feeding. And I see so much out there, and I don't know about you, but for me, I'm tired of listening to it. We know the story, we know all of this. And one of the beautiful advice that I got from a professor, actually, he was saying that, because, somebody asked, he goes, well, what do we do with all of this? What do we do with all of this information? What do we, you know, and he says, the most important thing is for you to stay conscious in your world. You can't worry about the outside world. You can't worry about what the gut, like, yes, understand. We got to understand what the news is doing and have a perspective of it, but not engulf your life into it. And that's what part of my thing is to have people to come and be present in their life, be present and be grounded where they are, and allowing yourself to open up to the beauty. Because with Pluto retrograde right now, it's exposing a lot. The systems, power structures, technology, truth, and where we have handed away our power. It's exposing all of this and exposing secret societies. That's what it does. That's what Pluto does. It brings in the dark side of Aquarius, right? It brings it up to the surface. So everything to do with humanity and technology. So it's going to show you the worst of the worst. And we want to come into it where, in a very objective way. And Uranus moving into Gemini is speeding everything up mentally. Information, media, communication, technology. And while Saturn and Neptune are in Aries, and they're asking, who are you becoming? Not who the world tells you to be. It's who are you becoming? And the moon, it's going through Sagittarius today, and there's some deeper need for meaning, perspective, truth, and not surface truth. This is soul truth. And I think one of the biggest things right now is understanding that your attention is energy. So whatever you're feeding is what is growing. Like if you're feeding a lot into your anxiety, into the doom scrolling, it's going to grow more, right? And I think one of the biggest things right now is understanding where your attention is going. And I think that is very important for us to understand. What you constantly feed grows. Fear grows, gratitude grows, connection grows, chaos grows, peace grows. I have become more conscious in my day to day living of my gratitudes, being thankful for my day, waking up, I am so thankful to be here today. I am so thankful for the trees outside, for the birds that sing early in the morning. I am so thankful for so much. And the more that you are doing it, the more of that comes back to you. And this doesn't mean we ignore reality. That's not what I'm saying that we do. It means we consciously choose how we meet reality. That's the key. How are you meeting your day to day life? Are you meeting it with fear and chaos? Or are you meeting it with on your terms? And that's one of the biggest challenges today is that I want you to go through this week and take a note of how you're meeting your reality. How are you meeting your day? How are you showing up? And yeah, I get it. Yeah, we will have good days and we're going to have bad days. We're going to have grumpy days. We have the grumpy days. And then we're going to have fabulous, energetic days. But it's consciously being there and showing up. Well, I am grumpy today. So maybe I'm going to be less interactive with people, right? I'm going to understand my grumpiness. Maybe I just need to take some time and allow myself to get out and ground. Maybe I just need to understand where the grumpiness is coming from or where that fear is coming in to my body and where it is aligning and having that understanding. It's very important for us to really, as we go forward, to take those steps in doing that. Because truthfully, as I've gotten older, I found that it's very important for us to start doing it in a day-to-day living, in how we interact, how we connect with people, and not getting lost in so much of the other chaotic craziness of the world. So today and going forward, and it's being Mother's Day, even consciously choosing, it doesn't matter what your relationship is with your mother, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, loving, caring, whatever it is. I want you to send love and positivity to your mother and just allow it. Just allow and give it up to the Holy Spirit and ask for inner peace and a miracle. Whether your mother is here or not, if she's still walking the earth or not, send up that love, send up that appreciation of saying, you know what? That's a woman who birthed me. That's a woman who gave me life and chose to have me. And so I'm going to send that love and appreciation for what it is. And it brought me to here, to this spot, to this place today. So, yeah, pretty crazy. I forgot I'm in the laundry room if you didn't know. And I forgot my cards. I remembered the coffee, but I forgot my cards. But I'll run and get them in a moment because I want us just to take a few minutes and I just want you to go through this is a meditation and returning to your frequency. So I want us to come back in and just return to our frequency right now. And as we take our breaths and as we slow our breathing down, you can keep your eyes open or shut, however you wish. But I just want you, wherever you are, is just to take that moment. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes and just listen. That's all you have to do is just listen. Is that I want you to imagine all the noise in the world, the news, the pressures, the fear, the rushing, and beginning to move further and further away from you. It's not disappearing, but no longer controlling your nervous system. Hmm. Bring your awareness to your heart and ask yourself gently, what do I want to feed in my life? Fear or presence? Hmm. Control or trust? Disconnection or love? You do not need to force an answer. You just need to listen. So during your week and during your day, it's just to listen. What am I feeding? What am I feeding my life today? And in which way do I need to go? And just take a moment and breathe. And it's going to be so important, especially over the next several months, because things are going to get starting, especially as we're going closer into the summer. Things are going to get starting to get a little bit heavier and feeling a lot more stressful, especially in around July. That's the other reason why I started my summer circle. And my summer circle is just bringing the simplicity back to the world and wanting to bring simplicity into your day-to-day life. And my scrapbooking circle is scrapbooking. It's, um, I've made a PDF for the summer and where you could download it. And I'm making it so that you can go on Canva. If you don't have Canva, you can get it for free. And you can add your pictures onto the scrapbook. And then if you want, you can print it out or whatever, however you want to keep it. But it is for us to actually start looking at our day-to-day living and how beautiful it is. How crazy and chaotic where sometimes we only want to take pictures of the things that are pretty or things that are the highlight reel. But sometimes the most precious, most beautiful moments are the simplest ones, right? Are the ones where you're out walking your dog or you're just out in the back garden and just the way the shovel sits in the dirt and you think, God, that looks cool. I'm going to take a picture of it, you know? And you could, you could write across there, starting my starting my dig for the summer. you know, we have so much beauty in our lives and sometimes we dismiss it. And I feel this is a fine time to slow down, to really look at what that simplicity is. So the scrapbook circle is that we're going to meet twice a week, twice a month. And it's all recorded. So if you can't make it, and I'll have little meditations going out weekly, and they're there for you to listen to if you want to, and have that kind of connection with that. Because I feeling and I'm just getting this urge and it's just tugging at my heart right now of yeah, we need to have this. Because as the world is going to feel that it's going to be ramping up and getting a little bit more crazy, this is where we are going to start having to really take the time to slow down. And it's going to be very important. Green screening that, and this is a time of bringing in some simplicity when things are very complex and the world just getting louder in so many ways. So as this is all happening, as this is all unfolding for us, um, I want us to just take a moment and let it go. Let it go. And not overthink things. And if you're feeling the urge to join me for the summer circle, definitely let me know. I do have payment plans for it, and I work on people's budgets, and that's how I do. The other thing is that we're moving towards a new moon, and it's going to be this new moon coming in Taurus. And yeah, it's got some it's got some energy to it, I feel like the new moons for the past several years have been more like powerful full moons, just bang on. So we do have the moon readings that I do, and they're recorded and then they're sent to your inbox. They're personal and for you. So the link's in the bio for if you want to do a subscription, or if you would like to order one, just get a hold of me because it's a different price for getting a moon reading. But it's that, I feel the things are just moving at such a pace that slowing down is having to be so, so important, right? And in being in the moment. So I want you guys, just don't go anywhere. I'm going to go grab my cards, okay? That I forgot. Hang on. Ah! Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back. Here they are. I got the cards. Yes. I use the tarot. I use tarot a lot more. People who know me, I'm a tarot reader. Not so much an oracle reader. I like the tarot. So I'm going to pull the cards for this week. And the energies for this week. But if you're wanting a more personal reading, definitely get a hold of me. Link is in the bio. If you're wanting to, if you want to send me a donation, definitely. Links in the bio. Got a lot of links in there. So if you want to send a donation for today, that'd be absolutely fabulous. It helps to keep me going. And I'm almost at 310 people on my YouTube. I only need, I don't have to think, 310, so I need 690 more people to subscribe. And then I'm at 1,000. I'm working on this, baby. I'm destined. I'm working for that 1,000 and bringing that energy in. So we're going to start off with the jumper and bringing that jumper card in. And it is Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is here. And this is very much the emotional undertone, I think, for a lot of the energies coming forward. And this is where I feel like it's the fear, the instability, the feeling of unsupportedness of the energies coming in. And a lot of people are feeling the overwhelmness. They're feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't get this done, or I can't do this, or maybe it's the other stresses that are coming in, because the reality is that some people are unable to maybe pay the utility bill. So it's between the utility bill or food. What am I going to do? I don't know about your communities, but there are communities that do, and I can't remember, they're called some kind of boxes. So you can order these different boxes that have vegetables and stuff in them, and you can order them for 3 or 4 people, and they're at a reasonable price. So there's different things that people can start doing in their to help to cut the costs within their world. And then we have the chariot reversed. The chariot reversed is it is one of choices, right? And the chariot is one that you want to go forward, you want to do things. And but when it's reversed, I feel like this is like it's directionless, and it's overwhelmed, trying to push without an alignment. And that works with the 5 of Pentacles, where people are feeling unaligned. They're in survival, they're in stress, and this is where people are tired or worried or overstimulated. That's why it's so important to come back to the grounding. That's why it's so important to have a spiritual base. Come back to your breath, come back to your gratitudes, right? These are important factors for us all as we're stepping forward, and especially in a week as we're building up to a new moon. This isn't failure. This is where pushing while exhaustion or emotionally exhausted, trying to move forward without inner alignment, or too many competing directions, nervous system overload. So I know I need to move forward, but I don't know how anymore. I'm out. I just don't know. That's why I do my different like containers and circles, so people can come to a place of connection. So you can come to a place where you can just slow down. And I feel like it's like, here comes the mom in me, is that if you're not going to do the work, if you're not going to do that, then yeah, it's gonna feel like shit. You're gonna feel like it's all over there. And it's not easy work. If you want something, if you want to create something, you gotta work at it. You gotta do the work. And that's just the basics. Whatever you put your energy into, whatever you focus on, is what's going to grow. And if you want to focus on, having a better life, having a more spiritual way of living, having a way of being more conscious in your life, you got to be willing to do the work. Some people aren't. They're not willing to do the work. And so they find that things can be out of a line, things can get, crazy. And our third card, so the third card that comes in is um the king of pentacles, or the king of, not pentacles, the king of wands. And the king of wands is, he's the king of I don't give a shit, right? He's married to the queen of I don't give a shit. Like, if you look at him, look at him, like he's got the staff there, right? So he's not looking at anybody. He's looking like this. There's my direction, right? And he's got his hand on his knee, and he's like, yeah, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. I got my staff. I know what I want. I know my passion. I'm passionate with what I'm doing, because it's wants, it's fire, right? It wants to make something, it wants to create something. It wants to go after it, and step into that, right? Where this is a reclaiming of leadership, vision, and your own inner power and your fire. This is emergence, right? And not fake positivity, not bypassing. This is where I can still choose who I become in this, because I'm consciously in my life, even when I'm grumpy and out of, this is where we want to come into our higher expression. This totally fits the astrology, right? Perfectly. Where Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, Mars in Aries, Chiron in Aries, all of this Aries energy can become panic, reaction, impulsive, where it really wants sovereignty, leadership, conscious direction, and courage rooted in purpose. That's the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, when it comes in, and I love this card because he's just like, I'm gonna go do it, baby. Because it's that fiery energy. And I do like male Leos. This is where, yes, the world is changing, and yes, the people feel overwhelmed, and yes, you may feel uncertain, right? But you are not powerless. The King of Wands is a mature fire. He's not chaotic fire. It's not a Sag fire. This is part of you that says, I am not control. I am not control the whole world. I am not controlling the whole world, but I choose how I lead myself through it. How am I leading myself through it? Because the goal is not to control the chaos. The control is to lead yourself through it. And that's what we want to do. We want to lead ourselves through it and step into this beautiful energy of creating and reclaiming. So this is all about reclaiming our power, reclaiming who we are, and stepping into the truth and the beauty of who we are. Love this message. This is beautiful message for us today. And it's coming to us with a very strong energy for us all. So got to find the roots, got to find the roots. That's what we got to do. So in this energy, I'm going to just scroll down here to some of I do have notes. I do notes. Our weekly affirmation: I lead myself through change with courage and presence. And that this energetic arc that we are going through, and honestly, that's a very strong message, I feel, for us all, that we lead ourselves through the change with the courage and the presence, and allowing yourself to be grounded. This is why the reading has worked, and this is why I feel, I love the tarot, because they are always aligned in some way, even though we might not like them. some people some people are fearful of the tarot, but I find they are a message for all of us as we go through our walk through our daily world, right? And walking through our daily world. So as we take this energy and we walk through this energy today and take this beautiful step forward, right? I want you to allow yourself some time this week and just allow yourself to take moments of how you are wanting to choose differently, build something more aligned for yourself, and return to what matters. And instead of asking, what am I afraid of? Ask, what do I want to grow? What do I want to grow? Yeah, pretty awesome, I think. Anyways, so thank you for being here today for my Sunday reset. If you're wanting to work with me further, definitely, link is in the bio. And yeah, I want you all to have a beautiful Mother's Day and a blessed one. And for those who aren't a mother, just to bless the mother that you have, and send out blessings to all the beautiful mothers that are out there. All the mothers in the world, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the loving, the crazy, the maniac, and all of the rest. Send them out love and blessings to them all. Thank you for being a part of my community, and thank you for joining me today. This is the Guru Mama, Mary June Tracy, and I love you and leave you. And may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all you say and all you be and all you do. Have a blessed one, everybody. Like and subscribe and share the video. Comment below. Bye-bye.